So you may have just picked up your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, and you might be trying to figure out exactly how to use it. Now, luckily for you, this is a beautiful device with so much capability, and I'm so excited for the future of this particular phone. I'm so happy you bought it because there's so much cool stuff going on with this particular device. Now, first things first, I'll go and show you the quick introduction on how to use the outside, so hopefully by the end of it, you'll be a good beginner to this particular device. Now, on the outside, when it's unfolded, you're basically getting, or when it's folded, you're getting this beautiful display. It's 120 hertz whole bunch display too, and it's a very good looking phone. And I do think for a device, with a display you're never really going to use, it still is actually a very good functional display for the most part. At the very top of the phone, there's nothing. There's just like this little speaker grill or something at the very top and microphones. On the side, you're getting this beautiful Samsung logo side right here. On the bottom, you're getting another speaker and a USB Type-C port. On the right side of this particular phone, you're getting your power button with a fingerprint sensor built in, volume buttons, and a SIM card eject tray right there. Antenna band is right there. And on the back side, you're getting your triple camera setup with this carbon fiber and a sticker if you really care about it. And you're getting this carbon fiber skin on some models. On other ones, you can kind of configure whichever way you want to, but I personally love this carbon fiber feeling on the back of this one. And that kind of covers it up. It's a very premium feeling phone, and I love this phone because of that. Now, on top of those things, if you want to go and start using your phone, you can always flip it to the side and basically pull out the SIM card tray that you have right here. So you can always just go through, pull out your SIM card tray if you really want to, and then insert your SIM card, or if you have an eSIM, you can transfer it from your previous device. But that's that on the front side. Now, to flip open your Galaxy Fold, what I normally do is I go and grab these two portions right here, and I'll kind of have like my index finger and my thumb having the top portion, and my index finger from my other hand and my thumb holding the back portion, and I will flip it open like this. I wouldn't necessarily go like this and pry it open because that can sometimes damage the display and scratch your phone up. I typically go like this and open it up like a book, like I'm trying to go into a portion of a page, and then basically you'll get into the main portion of the page like this. And now you can go and lock your phone, and now you basically have the main device, the main display. Now there's a crease in the center, so keep that in mind. If you've never used the Samsung Galaxy Fold before, you do have that center crease. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but that, once again, is just one thing to kind of keep in mind. If you're going to be using a phone, get used to that crease for, the duration of time now. That's basically what we're going to be stuck with. Now at the very top, you're getting your status bar. So on the top left, you'll always have your time. And the far right, you're going to be getting two notable things. One, your time, your date, all that stuff. But also right here is a camera. So that is where your front camera is on your, unfolded Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, 6. So that's one big thing to keep in mind. If you ever want to take photos or whatever, always look in the top right corner. And the proper way to kind of look at it is if your camera is in the top right corner, that's probably the right way Samsung wants you to hold your phone. But you can hold it whichever way you want to. You can also flip it upside down, use it this way if you want to. But Samsung prefers you, I think, to use it basically this way if you can. Now, this is the home screen. This is One UI. This is Samsung's own software, which is beautiful, and it's kind of a lot better. So you have your, home screen. You have widgets. You have toggles. You have app icons you can change through. And you can see that if you want to, you can just go to different pages here. You can move whatever you want to. There's a lot of different things here going on within this particular phone, which is really cool. If you want something, you can go and, move around it. You can go and move a widget to a different page by holding it down. So you can hold down on a widget like this and move it to the left or to the right. You can also expand it by, making these things bigger or smaller, depending on what you want to do. On top of that, you can remove widgets by holding them down and then clicking the delete button as well. Same thing with app icons. You can hold down on an app icon like this. You can move it around. You can move it to a different page as well and drop it somewhere else if you want to. Or you can go and hold it down again and bring it back to the main page here and just drop it here once again. So you do have that type of capability too, which again is a very, very nice thing to have. You can just kind of do that. Notice how the dock always stays the same though. So you can take and drag and drop applications to the bottom dock, to the top dock as well, and that's something you have. Now at the very, very bottom, you have this type of a little pop-up that comes up. This is your Samsung Pay option. So if you ever want to pay for something, if you want to go through and if you want to use Samsung Pay, you can pop up and use Samsung Pay and pay for a card there or pay for something. And on the right side, you have this other pop-up that comes up right there. So these are your applications that you can quickly toggle on or off, and it's actually really cool. It's like your side panel. So you can always swipe to the side no matter what application you're in, specifically on your folds, which are really cool. And you can go through and just find an application that you want. You can go and also pop into your whole entire Apple library by tapping into there. Now, if you ever want to go back home, you have some buttons at the bottom which allow you to do this kind of stuff. So this middle button, the circular button, is the home button. So you can tap on the home button right there. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to come straight home. So no matter what application you're in, you can just come straight home by clicking that. You can also swipe up from the bottom if you really want to, just get into the home screen if you have the gestures. But if you have the nav bar buttons, you can click on home. Now, same thing with the recents. So if you click this first button right here with the 3 lines, if you tap there, it'll bring you into your recents applications. So you can see all the recent apps that you basically had. You can click home to go back home, or you can click recents to go and see all those recent applications that you've just taken, which again is very, very cool. Now, if you want to go back, you can also click on this back button right here to go back to the previous page you were just in. So if we're in Google Chrome, if you want to continue here or whatever, you want to go into a page and you want to go back, you can tap on this back button and it will take you into the previous page, which again is actually very nice. And again, it's a really nice thing that we have the capability of doing. We can click back here to basically come back into our home screen. Now, if we swipe up right here, you basically see that we have our application manager. So these are all the applications that we basically have inside of our particular phone. So from here, you can kind of do whatever you want to. You can download an app, you can use apps, you can move these apps to your home screen by holding down and bringing it to your home screen. So it's really cool. I'm in my application manager a lot because I like managing my applications. But that is another really cool thing that we have the capability of doing here as well. We can go and click back on our home screen. Now there's applications that you can use on an everyday basis for a lot of things. Your phone call, application is for taking phone calls. Your messaging application is for messages. And you can download applications within the Google Play Store. So if you ever want to download an app, you can always go inside of your Google Play Store right here and you can download whatever application you want to. There's a billion different apps you can choose from. And there's not that many, but there's a lot. So you can go and type in whatever application you want to, type in the name of it, and you can install it just like so. So this goes for any application out there. So definitely keep that in mind right there. Now with the status bar at the very top, this is another very big thing. You can always swipe down from the top to get into your status bar. And within here, you can see all the notifications. If you're installing an application like this, all those things will show up right here, which again is very cool. You can also get access to your quick toggles right up here as well. So if you want to change your brightness up or down, or if you want to do whatever, you can manage those things right here as well. You can swipe down from the very top to get into your main, your library of all these different tweaks and things that you basically have. So what you can do here is you can change your Wi-Fi on and off. You can change your Bluetooth on and off. All these toggles you can go and kind of customize here as well, which again is very, very cool. You can swipe through and basically change whatever you want to here. You can manage the brightness here as well, so you can bring the brightness up or down depending on what you want to do, which again is very, very nice to have. And on top of that, if you want to, you can click on the power button right up here if you want to quickly power down your particular phone, if you want to restart it. That's another thing. But this is another big panel that a lot of people probably spend a lot of time in as well. Now, hopping out of here, another big thing is basically the capability of managing your settings. So the settings application is one of the most important applications that I recommend getting used to. So what I would recommend doing here is to go through and just kind of get used to this particular panel. Your Galaxy AI, so many different things across the board that you basically have here. And these are cool things, these are cool little features that a lot of people have. But if you want to, just get used to this particular application because you're going to be in here a lot. If you ever are looking for a specific setting, you can always click on the search bar right up here to basically go inside and manage that particular setting or find that particular setting. So that in and of itself is another very cool thing that you can basically do as well. And I'd probably recommend getting used to that as well because that's another thing you can kind of do on top of it. Now on top of that, you can go through and kind of change your settings. A big thing I'd recommend doing though is going into your software update panel right here and basically going through and downloading and installing the latest update available for your phone. So click on download and install right up here. Download and install the latest update for your device. And that's another thing I recommend doing on top of all these other things. So that's basically how it's done. Hopefully by now you're a good user of your particular Samsung Galaxy Fold 6. And hopefully you enjoy using this phone because it is a very beautiful device at the end of the day. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.